Hi there, it's Julian. I've got something a little bit special for you today, something a little bit different. It's not a recipe, it's a review of one of my favourite Indian restaurant establishments. Now, I mentioned in a video that I made not so long ago that I was going to review certain restaurants, takeaways and establishments that I think are particularly good, places that you might want to visit and try. And if you live in the north of the UK, you are absolutely going to want to visit this place because it's unique, it's rare. There's not many places that I've found that are quite like this. It's a pure vegetarian, authentic Indian cafe stroke takeaway. Now what I mean by that is the food that they serve here is unlike the food that most of us are accustomed to getting from an Indian takeaway or restaurant in the UK. This is the sort of food that you would get if you went to India, and there aren't too many of these places about. I haven't come across too many of them, but maybe you have, and if you have, let me know about that because I would love to visit and do a review of it. But this is one that I visit quite regularly. It's not too far from where I live, and the food there is excellent. The owner's son was quite pleased for us to do a review of some dishes that they do, and that's what we did there just yesterday. So enjoy this video. It's a little bit ad hoc, I'm afraid. It was made on my iPhone, so you'll have to forgive the sort of little bit of the jumpy nature of the actual filming, but you'll get the idea. So enjoy. So here I am in my favourite, all-time favourite vegetarian Indian restaurant here in Preston in Lancashire. It's called RKS Sweets. It's on Plungington Road. I'll put the description below this video because if you're in the area, you really want to check this place out. And even if you're not in the area, you really want to make a trip out to this place because this place is rare. You'll very rarely find authentic Indian vegetarian cuisine in most sort of places these days because it's not really that well known to British taste. This is more how people in India eat. A little interesting fact for you, that in India they eat less meat than any other country on the face of the planet. They have more vegetarians in their population than any other country on the face of the earth, and yet the Indian cuisine that you and I know is often centered around meat, chicken tikka masala, lamb bhuna, you know, the sort of thing. So I'm just going to show you a thali. A thali is like a sort of a tray with various different dishes in, and I'll show you what we've got on our little thali tray here today. In most Indian restaurants, vegetable dishes tend to be just side orders, and they often are very sort of lackluster. But here at RKS Sweets, what we've got is we've got this bhindi masala, which is an okra dish. It's sort of a dry curry with onions and peppers and tomatoes using typical Gujarati blend of spices. More about that a bit later. And then we've got our dal. You always get like a dal soup, and they have their dal nice and runny. It's got a bit of a sweet background flavour to it. Very tasty. And then this dish here, this is my favourite Indian vegetarian dish. It's called Surti Undihu, and according to the owner, he tells me that this dish is probably the most popular dish at Indian weddings, because they do a lot of catering here at RKS Sweets for Indian weddings, and he said that they always get this dish ordered because it is amazing. It's very dry, but incredibly tasty. I'll just tell you what it's got in it. It's got sweet potato, it's got normal potatoes, it's got yam, green beans, something called papdi lilva, which he tells me is a special type of bean, something I've never seen before, aubergine, coconuts and sesame seeds, and then obviously a variety of spices. Absolutely amazing, that dish. And then here we've got our chapatis, which you always get when you order here at RKS Sweets, and then just plain rice. We've got a samosa here, and we've got some yogurt for dipping. So I'm just going to get stuck in and tell you what it tastes like. That is so good. The beans, the potatoes, the sort of dry spices, the garam masala, and the aubergine as well, really work well together. This is by far my favourite vegetarian Indian dish. I'd eat that every day, absolutely would. So I'll write the description of that under this video so that you can try that dish next time you're at an establishment like this, or go out of your way to come to this place here in Preston, because the food is absolutely amazing. I'm just going to try this bhindi masala. That's this dish here. It's sort of got a sort of a jalfrezi type of a flavour, not typical capsicum spice, but with the dry sort of cooking method and the onions. Lots of onion in that. That's really, really, really tasty. Really, really like that. Yeah, it's all really good. What I like about this dal as well, just try this dal, is it's just got a background sweet flavour. I need to sort of ask the owner what it is they put in that just gives it that background sweetness, because it isn't sugar. They do use brown sugar a lot in Indian cooking, but that's not brown sugar. So I'm going to try and get that recipe, and I'll do it here on this channel for you. So absolutely delicious. If you fancy a trip out and you fancy trying a curry that is a little bit different than what you're used to, certainly get yourself to RKS Sweets here in Preston on Plungington Road. This is the best Indian vegetarian cuisine I've tried in this country, bar none. So get yourself down here. Okay, and the owner just brought us over these to try. These are pani puri. They've got chickpea, tomato, onion, and a special type of sauce. And apparently you have to eat them all in one go, so I'll have a little try of that and tell you what I think. Okay, so here goes. All in one go, apparently. Absolutely incredible. So tasty. Cold snack, but really delicious. You can really taste garam masala in there. Absolutely delicious. If you go to one of these places, you've got to ask for the pani puri. Amazing. I'll have to try another one. So when you come here, just choose any curry that you like from the selection here. Get started with it. That's the bhindi masala that we've just had. This is a vegetarian curry. Then you've got potato and pea with paneer, and then a paneer with spinach, and then aubergine and potato, and then the bean curry that we've just had with the yam and the sweet potato. Delicious.